Hello friends, my name is Bhavesh. Today I am going to discuss about conversion reactions in Aspen HYSYS in this video. Today's topic is understanding Aspen HYSYS conversion reactor using hydrodesulfurization and hydrodenatrification reactions and steady state simulation of DHT unit. These are some examples of common reactions in hydrotreating processes. These reactions are catalytic reactions and exothermic in nature. In HYSYS, the conversion reactions are defined, can be expressed with the conversion is equal to CO plus C1 into T, that is temperature, plus C2 into T raised to power 2. For this simulation, we are going to use this feed composition as listed over here, and the gas composition and some of the simulation parameters are given here that we are going to use it in our simulation, and with the simplified process flow diagram with the heater, reactor, then reactor effluent cooler, separators and stripper. So quickly let us go to Aspen HYSYS. So into the component list, add button, add component list 1, then select the component hydrogen, then lighter hydrocarbons from methane to nonane. All together we can select and add. Likewise, we will add all the components as listed in our previous slide, all the reactant as well as all the products we are going to add into this our component list 1. Water, now the last component we will add H2S. Once all the components are listed, then we will go back to the fluid package for our simulation. So add fluid package. Now setup, select, we will use PRSV model for our simulation. You can see the property package status bar has been changed to green Now it is ready for our simulation. Now go to reaction tab to add the reactions. So these are all 12 reactions we are going to configure in our conversion reactors, and we have not considered the temperature dependency of the conversion. I have defined here the conversion for each of the reactions that we are going to use for this simulation. So for example, for first reactions, thiophene, hydrogen, N-butane and H2S, the conversion is 100% and the stoichiometric coefficients for the reactants will be negative and for the products it will be positive. So in this way we will define all the reactions into Aspen HYSYS. So let us go back to the HYSYS and go to reaction tab. Now click on add button and then add reaction. So here we will going to use a conversion reaction. So select the conversion and click add reactions. So it will add a reaction. Then close this window. Double click on this reaction. This new window will pop up where we have to select the components, the reactants as well as products. So for our first reactions, we will use thiophene. The second reactant is our hydrogen. And the product is N-butane and H2S. So for the stoichiometric coefficient, as I discussed earlier, for the reactant it will be -1. So the 4 molecules of hydrogen is reacted with thiophenes, produce 1 molecule of butane and 1 molecule of H2S. So these are positive. See, the reaction error is 0. So the base component will be thiophene for this reaction and the reaction phase is overall. However, the temperature dependency we will not consider here and we will define the pure conversion 100%. Now it is status changed to green. It is ready. We will close this window and we will add another reaction. So click on add reactions, conversion and then add reaction. We can add multiple reactions. So we will add all the 12 reactions all together and then we will define reactions one by one as I presented earlier in the slide. We will define all the reactions one by one. Once all the reactions are defined, we need to attach these reactions with the fluid package. So click on fluid package and attach it. Now all these reactions we need to give the ranking as well. Some of the reactions are occurring one after another. So first reactions, the products is used as a reactant for the second reactions. So for our quinoline, which is producing the benzene, and that benzene is again reacting to produce a cyclohexane. So we will rank these reactions, and all other reactions are independent. Now our reaction set is ready for use. Let us go to simulation. So in our simulation, we will add a material stream first, another material stream. We will add mixer. So we will define the first stream as a feed, and as per our simulation parameters given, we will define feed parameters, temperature, pressure, flow, and then we will define the composition. So go back to the screen and define the composition. I'll define it here. When the feed is defined, let us define the gas inlet as per our input given. Define the gas composition. Add heater. Inlet is combined feed, outlet is 2 reactor, and the heater duty. Outlet temperature will be 345. Let us change the icon for the heater. Now add reactor. We will use conversion reactor. Define the inlet and outlet, and we will define the quench as well, and define the reaction set. See, either we can define the duty, it will show us the temperature, and either we can or we can define a temperature, outlet temperature. Add another mixture. Add the reactor effluent cooler, and the outlet will be to hot separator. So as per our simulation inputs given, the pressure will be 7000 kPa and temperature will be 222 degrees centigrade. It is ready for use. Now add separator. We will change icon to horizontal. The hot separator overhead and hot separator bottom. We'll add another mixture where we will add wash water. So the temperature is 55 and the composition of water will be 1. So it is defined. Add another cooler, so it will cool inlet and outlet. Change icon to FinFin cooler. We'll add 3-phase separator. Now as we have given the MP stream, which is a 3% of the stripper inlet feed, so we will add a set function. We will use it and select the variable will be the MP stream mass flow, and the source object will be stripper feed, and the parameter we will define as 3%. So the composition stream 1, and then you can get the flow of the steam. Now we will define the parameters for the stripper. Go to the monitor tab and we will add specification. So our first will be the column recovery. So the LP of gas H2S 99%. The column temperature at the condenser will be 65 degrees centigrade, and column duty where our reboiler duty is 0. So select and make the degree of freedom 0 and then run the column. Our stripper is converged now. Now I will show the tables for most of the important streams one by one, and will define all the parameters to that table for our next result. So based on the reactions we configured and the simulation is converged, so hydrogen is consumed and it has produced H2S and ammonia. You can see in LP of gas the H2S concentration is increased, and also in HP of gas the H2S content and hydrogen. Also you can see the product stripper bottom product, the density and the molecular weight and the flow. So here we have not defined the temperature reactions in temperature dependent. So even if we change any temperature for the reactor outlet, it won't change any hydrogen consumption change or reaction conversion. So you can check it by varying the reactor outlet temperature at different temperatures. But if you have defined the reactions with the temperature dependency, you will get a different conversion of different reactions at different temperatures. So if you select the reactor, and let us see, go to the reaction tab and go to the result, you will see the conversion what we have defined earlier. This conversion is actual reaction happened in the reactor. If you go to the reaction balance, it will show you the total inflow and outflow of the reactors and the total reaction consumed. So our hydrogen consumption will be is this, and it will not change with respect to the temperature in this simulation. So if you change different temperature and if you check again, you won't change any hydrogen consumption or H2S production or the ammonia production. So it is remain the same because we have not defined a temperature dependency of the reactions. So for this simulation, we will try to find some of the performance parameter as listed here. The product yield on weight basis, HP of gas, H2S, HP of gas, hydrogen purity, LP of gas, H2S mole percentage, standard volume flow of LP of gas, hydrogen consumption, and delta density. So for this, we will add spreadsheet to this simulation. So in the spreadsheet, we will add some of the columns and row. Insert column and then insert some more rows to list out our performance parameters. Now list out all the inputs which are required for calculation of our performance parameter. Now once the parameter description is defined, go to the connection tab, then select the cell where the value is to be imported from the simulation. Then select the object, then select the variable and then click on select button. So in the same way, I will define all the inputs for all the parameters in the respective column, and then we will calculate the performance parameter by using the formula in the spreadsheet. I have imported all the parameters from the simulation and did some calculations. Now let us see and review all the performance parameters. That product yield we have achieved is 96.77%. The hydrogen H2S mole percentage in HP of gas is 1.48%. H2S mole percent in LP of gas is 6.6%. The hydrogen purity in HP of gas is 90%. Our hydrogen consumption is 59.61 sm cube per meter cube of feed process. So lastly, we have defined all the performance parameters listed over here. So thank you for watching this video till the end. I hope you like this video and help you to understand the conversion reactions in Aspen HYSYS. I would like you to run the simulation with the different conversion rate and calculate the results. Also, you can configure the conversion reactions with the temperature dependency. I will try to give the conversion factors for the temperature dependency in this video descriptions. Please use these factors for some of the reactions and simulate the results at different reaction temperatures. Thank you once again, and if you like this video, please hit the bell icon. Thank you.